Hey Cancer, welcome to your Venus in retrograde reading, where we'll take a peek at what's in store for you over the next couple of months. We're going to start out by pulling an oracle card just to see what energy is surrounding this reading for you guys. And the first card that we have out for you is Soul Family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. All right, for my Cancer collective, and I can't remember which sign this was for, but there was also another message that came through for another zodiac that sort of emphasized the importance of you not having to travel this road, this journey by yourself. That there are people around you who care and they want to see you do well, they want to see you succeed, and they want to be supportive in any way that they can. So it feels like over the next couple of months during this retrograde that this is a good opportunity for you to tap into the resources and the support system that you have around you that you may not necessarily be aware of right now, that may show up in unexpected ways and in unexpected people. But if you feel like you're sort of floating out there alone, if you feel like there's a pretty heavy weight that's on you right now, understand that there are people around you who are willing to take some of that stress off of your back. So you truly don't have to go through this journey alone, which is a good thing. I feel like for a lot of my Cancer collective out there, you may not necessarily feel that there are people like that around you, or you don't want to supposedly like burden them with any requests or asking them for any help or anything like that. But there are people who care about you and they want to be there for you. So let's jump into some tarot and see what other messages we have from Spirit for you. So looking at what this retrograde has in store for you, we have Justice. And I kind of love this. It ties really well into this soul family message that's surrounding you. Justice is about having some sort of balance, that equal give and take. It's fairness in terms of your relationships. And so it feels like for a lot of my Cancers out there, that when it comes to the relationships that you have been involved in, and I'm not getting the sense that these are romantic relationships exclusively, but really sort of just those friendships, those acquaintanceships and everything that you find yourself in, that you have maybe been the one to give more. If you see somebody being challenged or see somebody struggling, then you're the one who's sort of quick to jump in and say, oh, it's okay, I can help you, I got you, don't even worry about it. And when it comes time for you, there may be a question mark, like, are they going to reciprocate? Are they going to show up for me? And it feels like the answer is yes. So where you are right now, I think coming into retrograde, we have the Six of Swords in reverse, also clarified by the Queen of Cups. So what you're looking at sort of going forward is being in a little bit of a rough patch. And it's sort of to the point where it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I can handle this on my own. And so there's a little bit of a challenge that I see for you getting to a quieter place with the situation that you're encountering over the next several weeks. That, it's going to be very difficult for you to get out of it by yourself. But with a little assistance, with a little support from those people around you, it would be a lot easier. We also have that clarified with the Queen of Cups. So if you'll notice, the Queen of Cups is the only card in the deck, the only cup card, the court card, that has a lid for her cup. And so this allows her the ability to pick and choose when she opens it up to give and also to receive. So I think that throughout this time period of Venus retrograde, that my Cancers out there are going to have to make the decision on whether or not they are going to open that cup up and allow themselves to be poured into by the people around them. Now, an interruption that may happen during this retrograde, we have the Page of Wands. And what I feel for my Cancers out there is that the light that you have inside of you, that little spark, is starting to diminish a little bit. The Page of wands or pages in general are very naive, very immature energies. It's sort of the beginning sparks of something. And so this is you finding that passion, or at least trying to. And it's like the more that you encounter these challenges, the more that that spark diminishes. And I feel like that's going to lead to a place of frustration that might sort of cause you to shut down. But it's hard for you, I think, in that moment where you feel too many things building up on you, starting to overwhelm you. It's casting a shadow on the sun. And so, as much as you are trying to remain optimistic, it almost feels to a certain extent that you're drowning in circumstances outside of yourself that you're not able to handle on your own. So, getting back to that place of happiness, getting back to that place of innocence and purity and joy is a little bit hard when you start feeling that flame sort of flickering out on you. Now, an important shift that is going to happen during this time, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, the Queen of Wands, when it's upright, is a very fiery, passionate, energetic energy. And I think that for a lot of my Cancer collective out there, you're going to get to the point where you just feel absolutely drained, where it doesn't feel as though you have a lot of excitement for anything in your life. But there is going to be the ability for you with the Chariot to push through. There is, it almost seems like in spite of the obstacles that you are experiencing, that you're going to be able to move forward. And I do think that this is going to be enabled by the people around you who are like, oh, no, not on my watch. Absolutely not. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I think that it would be easy to sort of say, well, this just isn't meant for me. But I get the distinct feeling, Cancers, that there is something inside of you that says, no, this is the path that I'm supposed to be on. I feel very strongly about it. I just don't know what to do. And so this is not a matter of fate intervening. I think that it's a matter of the people around you sort of intervening on your behalf. They're going to be the ones who lift you up. This is your soul family. They're going to be the ones who encourage you, who affirm you, who make sure that you have the opportunities and the resources that you need to actually move forward. So expect a pretty good level of support from those people around you who are going to give you the boost that you need to sort of push through. It's almost a situation where it's like, let me be your strength until you're able to do it yourself. So something to be mindful of during this Venus retrograde, we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So when this is upright, the Five of Wands is actually a pretty interesting card. So more often than not, it's viewed as a card of conflict, of sort of pushing back against other people's opinions, other people's ideas, just other people in general. But I feel like when it comes to you, Cancer, having the Five of Wands in reverse is you sort of letting your guard down and letting other people in, allowing them to, sort of voice their opinions and say, hey, have you thought about doing this? Have you thought about doing that? Well, what if you took this sort of approach? And being able to help you to see things in a slightly different light than you may have been seeing before. That may have sort of contributed to the frustration that you've been experiencing. So this is you sort of letting down your defenses and hearing other people say what they might have for you, what they might be able to make available for you, and not pushing back so hard against other people's willingness to help. We also have that clarified by the Ace of Cups. So, being mindful that there is a new beginning, that people are here to help you because they love you, because they care about you, because they want to see you win. that this is probably your best opportunity to have this fresh start, to have this reset in a life on a path that you love, where you feel supported, where you feel accomplished, and where you feel a little bit more hopeful than maybe you've been feeling in the recent past. So, how is this going to sort of help you on your path forward? We have the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Empress in reverse. And I almost feel like this is a little bit of a warning, right? To encourage you not to lose your spark, for you not to lose that passion. If you do, it almost feels as though you're giving up a part of yourself. You're giving up that nurturing energy that's sort of innate in you. And so when you lose the ability, I think, to be excited about things, you get in a place where you're discouraged and you don't necessarily want to start anything new. You don't want to breathe life into anything. It's almost like, well, I couldn't do it, so I'm just going to leave it alone. And I feel like Spirit is saying, but you don't have to do it by yourself. You can allow other people to hold on to hope and to hold on to your energy and your strength until you're capable of doing it yourself, particularly if they're offering it, if they're willing. So don't let this lack of passion end up in a lack of a life that you love. Please reach out to the people who are around you, who want to support you. Tap into them. Let them fill your cup. Allow them that time and space to do so, because it's something that they truly want to do. So a little bit of a rough patch happening for my Cancers out there, but lean on your friends and your family and your soul tribe. You'll get through it. So that's what I got for you guys. Like and subscribe if you enjoy, and I will see you in the next one.